Alright guys, this is not Pokemon. This is something, very quick video, more of like the Who's Corner subject right now. No, this is not Seasons of Fear, I'm still working on that. But happened to purchase these two audios. And just to kind of, you know, get outside the realm of Who's Corner and everything. Finished Stranded a couple of months ago. And I give the writer some credit on this. And I've only listened to Stranded once. I did not like it. And you could tell it was definitely from the epidemic that struck us back in 2020, 2021, some 2022. Stranded was terrible. It was poorly written. I did not enjoy it. It really didn't make sense to call it Stranded because there were parts that he was still able to move around time and space. I get the reasoning of where the script kind of came together, but it was just poorly written. And like I said, I'm probably giving it too much bashing. I love Doctor Who. I love Paul McGann. But after Ravenous was the pinnacle, to me, of Paul McGann's tenure as the Doctor. I mean, coming in second would be the Doom Coalition, Charlie stuff, probably Dark Eyes, and then Lucy. The Time War, you know, you either love it or hate it. But Stranded is just the worst to me. I mean, you had a good cast of characters. You still have Liv, you still have Helen, but then you had the Earthlings, you know, some of the Earthlings and some other alien stuff, but yeah, I did not like it. Eventually I will go back, listen to it, but not now. Not this year, not part of next year. It still has a bad taste in my mouth. So, I get it. It was during a time that it was not easy for them to all get together, sit down and write a good script. Unless this was already in the works years in advance, yeah, I just didn't care for it. But let's take a look at what comes up in the mix down the line if we ever hit it in Who's Corner. Well, this is it. What Lies Inside. This is the next adventure of Paul McGann. It still stars Paul McGann as the Doctor. You still have Helen. You still have Liv. I wonder if they're still keeping the humans from the original one, from Stranded. Can't think of any other names. That's why they're just not memorable. Tanya, the one that's in love with Liv. Helen, I don't know. I kind of prefer Helen over Liv. Liv's just got a lot to talk about. She never talked about what happened to her after she kind of went AWOL for a little while. And like I said, it's been a while since I've listened, so yeah, that one. So, just real quick here, guys. The Doctor, Liv, and Helen are traveling once again in the universe of space and time, naturally. They find some old enemies causing havoc on a temporal research station before a trip to the Isle of Man in the 1930s to encounter a famous enigma. It's very interesting. So they're going back to 1930. Who do we know was in 1930? Charlie Pollard. But I don't think they would ever do that. I mean, for something like this, they would definitely put Charlie's face on the cover here. But the two that we have now, we have The Paradox of the Daleks, written by John Dorney, and then we have The Dalby Spook by Lauren Mooney and Stuart Pringle. So, yeah. I mean, meh. Looks okay. And up next, this one, I believe, is the end of the Time War with Paul McGann. They had to end it eventually. And here's the other thing. The last Time War, which was part 4, was poorly written too. You had the last one, which is part 3, with the Valeyard being trapped in the sphere of a looping universe, who turned out to be a good guy, but he's trapped now and there. He apparently can't get out, but we thought that Rassilon couldn't get out of the Divergent Universe, and then BBC was like, oh yeah, well, the audios have nothing to do with the actual show. It is canon. I don't care how you put it. But the whole thing with Davros, meeting Davros, was kind of stupid. I'm not going to lie to you. Oh my god, the last Time War episode was just horrible. I get it. I got to keep telling myself this was during the pandemic. I think I said epidemic, but I meant pandemic. But this one right here should be the last of the Time War with Paul McGann. And the reason I say that is because it's just simply called Cass. Now, Cass is that chick that, if you watched Night of the Doctor, is the girl that he's... I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, is the chick that he met on that spaceship that was about to crash, who he tried to save, but she knew that he was a Time Lord and didn't trust him. So the ship crashes. He feels guilty. I don't understand that now. He feels guilty. And by the way, Liv and Helen are nowhere in this series. They're not. And in fact, I don't even think Bliss is in here anymore. Bliss kind of vanished. So I need to listen to those Time War episodes again, because Bliss just seemed to vanish. And the other thing that I don't see on here is Rivers. I would have thought that she would have been in here. But I mean, just like this one, they're really getting the Daleks out on this. This is like the same color. I wonder what they're doing here. Because Stranded's main color was yellow. You had like the green for Doom Coalition. You had purple for Dark Eyes. I guess for the Ravenous was kind of gray. Maybe bluish. But alright, let's take a look here. So with Cass, the Doctor and his great-grandson Alex, which is weird because... Didn't Alex die in that one Thanksgiving episode? I need to listen to that one again. That's the one with Lucy Miller, I think. Or with that other girl. Can't remember her name. Or traveling... And by the way, Alex is Paul McGann's son. That's pretty cool. Traveling... Let me start over. The Doctor and his great-grandson are back traveling the universe together, but when that universe is in the grips of a Time War, the unexpected lurks around every corner, and what could be more expected than a new friend? The TARDIS crew are about to meet Cass, a woman destined to play a big role in the Doctor's life. Well, no shit. I mean, she's the reason why he is forced to regenerate into John Hurt's character for the Time War. So if this is going to be like a whole thing, either this leads up to that moment, or this is the final episode. And don't get me wrong, they're going to try to milk this Time War crap as long as they can, because they couldn't do it with John Hurt passing away. They had all those years to do something, and they didn't. No, I have not listened to any of those. Eventually, I'll get into the War Master, which I believe is Derek Jacobi. But yeah. I wanted to get them because they're not badly priced. If you're on eBay right now, I'd scoop some of these up. I think these came from Canada, so it's not that expensive. If you get the ones that are coming from Big Finish Productions in the UK, you're going to be paying a little bit more money, especially if you get them from Australia. So, it's going to cost you some. But I'm interested to know. I will not be listening to these anytime soon. I'm listening to Lord of the Rings right now, so I've been wanting to listen to them for quite some time. But yeah, that's just a quick video of, these new Doctor Who stuff. And just real quick here, guys. I mean, this is my library of Doctor Who. Up top, you've got some of Colin Baker's, and then you've got the Charlie set. I mean, I've got a whole collection of Doctor Who. And no, this is not all of Paul McGann. There are some that are broken up from when Charlie leaves to Lucy Miller. And then, of course, you got Dark Eyes, you got the Doom Coalition, you got Ravenous, you got Stranded, and then the Time War. And this old book right here is what started it all for me. It's very obsolete these days. Well, that's it for now, guys. I will see you next time, maybe for another Pokemon unboxing. But yeah, if you are on eBay and you're a friend and you love Doctor Who, give these a try. Might like them. Leave me a comment if you do. I'll see you next time.